Brian, how do you, at this stage of the season, Tommy's established himself, how do you keep 2, 3, and 4 invested?
Yeah.
And because everybody says, what if this guy transfers and so forth? You don't have a history of a lot of that happening to you. How do you accomplish that, keeping them invested?
Well, first of all, the quarterback situation is such that the number 2 knows that he has to be ready. So he's doing his work because he knows that he's one snap away from being in this. You never worry about 2 in that sense. And I try to spend more attention and time with 3 and 4. And so that's why we've had them both stay with us and be part of meetings and game planning, as well as go over there and get some work. So I've tried to spend a lot of time with the 3s and 4s and keeping them engaged and learning our offense. And I meet with them individually as well to just make sure that they've got a good base.
And where would you assess where Everett and Andrew are right now? And is there any separation between the 2 in terms of who's 3 and who's 4?
To be quite honest with you, we would have to just say you're 3, you're 4, or you're number 1 or you're number 2, because they're that close. We'd almost have to say, all right, it's yours, go run with it. And we're obviously not in that situation, but there may be a time where we just say, all right, it's yours, go, let's see what you can do.
Mm-hmm. How would you assess their progress? We haven't had a chance to see them. What would you say they're doing well? What do they need to work on?
It's always, for Everett, it's been everything. It's been going to class. It's been being, acclimating to Notre Dame academically. The rigors of being a quarterback here at Notre Dame. That's been probably as big for Everett as anything. Andrew's in pre-med. He's doing great, from that standpoint. But his learning curve has been, the football end of things relative to our system and our offense. So each one of them has had different things that they have to work on. And it'll be it'll be one of those things where in the spring it'll really have to be one of them just getting in there and impressing.
When a kid's struggling or having a hard time adapting in the classroom, do you see that on the football field?
Oh, yeah, there's a direct correlation to that. If they're feeling good about their academics, they're generally coming to practice with in an upbeat manner. If they're struggling and things aren't going well, you can tell. There's a carryover effect. So in recruiting, we can't take kids that we feel like would not keep their head above water, because then they'd come to practice and you really wouldn't get everything out of them. So it's an important consideration.